Hello everyone and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Unleashing the Power of Unisearch. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and I am honored to be your presenter this evening for this special presentation. Now you look at the title, Unleashing the Power of Unisearch. Now when I talk about power, I want to tell you something. We say this over and over, that Unisearch is the most powerful search engine ever created. Because the power behind it is being able to search on VectorVest proprietary indicators. The power of timing or using market timing along with finding these stocks is just amazing how you can consistently make profits. The power behind using the Unisearch and then utilizing money management behind it is powerful. The ability to consistently make profits time and time again, over and over again, is just powerful in and of itself. So why do we say that it's so powerful? Why are we out there making such a boastful statement? Well, the Unisearch tool can search on industries, sectors, and stocks, and we can do it individually or combined. So finding the industries and then timing in or bringing in just the stocks or the sectors to find the fastest moving industries. Any combination of these, again, in and of itself, will conduct a lot of power in your ability to make money in the market. Now, keep in mind, we track over 9,000 stocks. Who wants to sit and watch through 9,000 stocks to see what the best stocks are? The power of the VectorVest Unisearch brings the best selections for you based on how you invest in the stock market. More power, the usage of the VectorVest proprietary indicators. Now, the biggest thing why I want to address this is I've heard time and time again that I don't need VectorVest, that I can find all of this information free in other places. Wrong answer. Our proprietary indicators has been around since we've been around over 30 years. These indicators have worked. And you know something? They have to have worked because we're not a fly-by-night company. We've been around for a long time. Indicators like relative value, relative safety, relative timing, VST, CI. And we put these indicators on a scaling between 0 and 2. And we make it very easy for you to understand how favorable or unfavorable these indicators are on each and every stock that we track. Now, when we look at the search, it's the power of the sort that makes the search what it is. That's why we have so many different searches, because we can take these indicators, we can take these industry sectors and stocks, and we can sort them in so many different ways to fine-tune what we're looking for. Again, that's power behind the tool to discern through over 9,000 stocks which stocks best fit you. Now, we have three main types of investors. We have the aggressive, the prudent, and conservative. There's a fourth type of investor called the speculative. We're not going to concentrate on that today. I believe that the majority of the people who are watching this fall in these three categories. But the unfortunate thing is, do you really know which one you are? If I were to ask this group, the group would probably say, yeah, I'm aggressive. Whereas you're probably more prudent based upon how you really invest in the market. Or I'm prudent, but really based upon how you invest in the market, you tend to be more conservative. So I'm going to help you to understand the type of investor you are utilizing two indicators, again, that you can't get free anyplace else, but they're here on that scaling between 0 and 2. Those two indicators are fundamental indicators. I think at the base of everything, you need to know fundamentally where you stand in relation to how you invest in the market. Relative safety, scale in this scaling right here between 0.5 and 1.5. We're going to look at it still at a scale between 0 and 2, where below 1 is unfavorable, above 1 is favorable, depending on what you're looking for. And the other one is relative value. Relative safety is the stock's ability to meet or exceed its earnings expectations quarter over quarter, year over year. Safe stocks. That's for mainly the longer-term investor. Relative value, the stock's ability to outperform the market, in our case, a AAA corporate bond, over the next 1 to 3 years. I want to know, from a relative values perspective, can my stock consistently outperform the market over a 1 to 3 year time period. And then we add on to the graph risk from low to high and reward from low to high. Let's start off with conservative. The conservative investor in this bottom quadrant to the left is looking for low risk. That makes sense. But when I'm looking at reward, low reward. Now I want you to sit back and go, well, low reward, I don't want low reward. As a conservative investor, you're looking for safe stocks. You're looking for low risk stocks. So from that, we want a relative safety above 1. On the relative value side, we're looking for relative value below 1. We're willing to give up, we want the safety, we're willing to give up the upper side of relative value because we want safe stocks, okay? That's the primary goal in conservative. Let's go to prudent. Prudent, reward, high. We want risk, low. Look at that. That's what we call the best of both worlds. We're looking for, well, actually, the prudent side is looking for the best of both worlds. We want relative safety above 1, and we want relative value above 1 as well. That's where it fits in that quadrant. So that's the best of both worlds. And I will normally say that the majority of our subscribers in VectorVest tend to be more on the prudent side. Low risk, but high reward. Let's go over to aggressive. Aggressive. Well, we're going to take on more risk. So the risk is going to be high, but we want high reward. All right. So now we want relative safety below 1. We're willing to give up some safety to get that high reward with relative value being above 1. So relative safety below 1, upside potential, relative value above 1. Let me make this a little simpler for you. I spelled it all out here, but let's make it simple. Aggressive, we're looking for relative value above 1. We want that good upside potential. We're going to give up a little bit of safety to get aggressive stocks. We want more reward, but we're going to take on a little bit more risk. Prudent, we want relative value above 1 and relative safety above 1. Again, we call this the best of both worlds. We want good upside and we want safe stocks. And then if I'm a little bit more conservative, I'm not so worried about the upside potential. I'm really worrying about the risk. These are the stocks that are in my retirement portfolio. I want safe stocks that tend to pay a dividend, that grow their dividend, get that passive income all the way around. So relative value below 1, relative safety above 1. Now, we make this simple with you or for you through the power of the Unisearch tool. Again, having all of this information is one thing. Having a tool as powerful as the VectorVest Unisearch is another thing. Let's get into the software, and we're going to go straight to the Unisearch tool. I got the Unisearch tool or the Unisearch tab highlighted right now. Now, let's start off with searches. Let's go down the line. We want to either be aggressive, conservative, or prudent. Now you ask, well, what about all of these other searches that are here? Again, the power of the tool is the flexibility contained within the tool to fine-tune what you're looking for. Let's start with aggressive. You'll notice that we've got several different searches in here for aggressive. Let's start with aggressive rebounders. Now you'll notice aggressive. I want relative safety below 1, relative value above 1. Again, fundamentally sound in what it's looking for in all of these searches. Sorted by VST, making sure we've got other indicators in here. We want to make sure that the stock shares traded are higher than the stock average volume. As an aggressive play, I want to make sure these stocks are moving right now. Price greater than $1, average volume greater than 100,000 shares. And then down below, we have things that we call to make these searches Derby ready. Looking at ETFs and taking out some exchanges and watch lists. Let's go to aggressive small fry. Same sorted by VST, a lot of different other things added, but still fundamentally for the aggressive side, relative value above 1, relative safety below 1. In this one, we're looking for stocks less than $15. All right, aggressive stocks, and we'll just keep going down the list. All right. And here's one where we're sorting by different sort, RT descending. I want to find the stocks in here that have RTs that are the highest. I want to find the most highly momentum stocks, but I'm also looking at earnings growth rate greater than 25%, RT above 1. These stocks are rocking. RV above 1, doesn't say RS below 1, but you know something, in this case, I'm okay with that. These have other indicators to show me that these are aggressive. High flyers, Kaching China, another different sort, RT times CI. I've heard it's been asked on a lot of different occasions, why don't you break down what all of these mean? Well, this is multiplication. There's 4 different ways we can use sorts from a mathematical equation: plus, minus, multiplication, or division. I'm looking for a product here. High RT, high CI stocks. That's a great combination to find aggressive stocks. Party animals, VST sorted, traders alert, RT sorted, but a lot of different other things added in the searches to give you what you're looking for. The fine tuning, again, is the power behind the search engine. Let's keep it simple. Let's go to aggressive stocks, okay? Relative safety below 1, relative value above 1. And I'm going to go to a graph. Let's go to a market timing graph. And I'm going to show you something. I am not per se using market timing, but I wanted to show you the qualities or the performances based upon how you invest in the market to show the risk to return. I've got a line here showing a level of support, a bounce, and I can see this now after the fact, a bounce off of support off of this most recent low, all right, or rebound after it pulled back to that level of support. Rebound happened on 531. Bounce. Let's go look at this time frame. All right, let's go look at this time frame off of the bounce, how the 3 different types of searches worked. All right, I'm going to use the date of 531. And again, I know that this is after the fact, but I want to show you performance over this rebound. All right, let's go to the Unisearch tool, aggressive stocks. Let's run this as of that bounce off support on 531. Aggressive, you would think that that's going to do the best, right? Because that's the stocks that are willing to give up some safety, but we want that good upside potential. Here's the 10 stocks that were found on that date. Let's do a quick test all the way up until now. Wow, 16.5%. But that makes sense when you're looking at aggressive plays. Look at these stocks. 8 winners, all 8 winners are up double digits from 531 to 616. That's what you're looking for. Now, a lot of you say, yeah, that's what I want. But understand this. When you're looking at aggressive stocks, as quickly as they can go up, the risk is a lot higher. Remember, relative safety below 1. You're taking on more risk to get more reward. All right, let's go to the next one. Searches conservative. And I'm not going to go through all of the searches, but again, for those of you who are new or wanting to get on board with what works for you, knowing the type of investor you are, let's just go to conservative stocks. Now, it's interesting that this is sorted by dividend safety. Dividend safety, I want the highest. Now, when I'm looking at safe stocks, not only do I want safe stocks, but dividends play a role. I want to look at the stocks that have the highest dividend safety come to the top of the list. And if I scroll over, these will be sorted so that the dividend safety should be highest to lowest. Dividend safety, let's go auto fit this real quick. Dividend safeties, look at that, 99, 99. These are safe dividend plays. And again, for my longer term or retirement portfolios, that's going to play a big role. All right, we're going to leave it on that same date of 531. Let's do a quick test. Wow, 11.68%, and every stock made money. Woo, 7 out of the 10 are double digits outperforming, and that's on the conservative side. Wow. All right, that's just looking at the bounce. Folks, I'm not even talking about market timing quite yet. I'm just looking at the bounces to see the characteristics or the performance potential based upon those types of stocks. Let's go to the prudent folder. Go to the prudent, and let's go just find prudent searches. Prudent stocks right there. And here we're looking for relative value above 1, relative safety above 1, along with other indicators, and it's sorted by VST. Let's run the search as of that bounce off support. Here's the stocks that are found. Let's do a quick test. Wow, only 9.93%. Now, normally it would show that the aggressive stocks should perform the best, prudent stocks should perform the second best, and conservative stocks should perform the third best. In this most recent cycle, though, the stocks that were in the conservative search did even better than the prudent searches. But wait a minute. I'm not mad at that. 9.93% over this time period, coming off that level of a bounce. Folks, the power of the VectorVest Unisearch tool is amazing and will come to your aid and put you on the right track to making money. Not only making money, but making money consistently. I want you to understand that as you go through this process, it makes it simpler for you to understand, not easy. Easy is not the thing, because investing is not altogether easy. But with VectorVest, you have the power of the Unisearch tool to sift through over 9,000 stocks, to find the stocks that fit the way that you invest in the market, to consistently bring winners to the forefront. And one last thing, you can't get this information anywhere else. Those indicators are only proprietary to the VectorVest software, and that's what you pay for. That's where the rubber meets the road. Folks, thank you for allowing me to come into your homes this evening and walk you through the power of the VectorVest Unisearch tool and how we can sit back and say that it is the most powerful search engine ever created. And now we've shown you how to unleash the power of Unisearch. Have a great evening.
Yeah.